sectors of our society, farmers to get their produce into the market for elevating our relations in the coming days.
All right, we shall be keeping tabs with that particular story, and we'll be bringing you in a subsequent bulletins. Moving on, residents of Ruai, Kamwai area in Gitomba are counting their losses after a heavy downpour on Sunday night that caused widespread flooding, leaving many displaced and causing severe damage to homesteads. The unexpected one-day rainfall led to extensive flooding, with several homes affected. In one case, local residents reported the loss of over 200 chickens, which drowned in the floodwaters. The flooding was exacerbated by the lack of proper drainage system, with water flowing unchecked through residential areas.
Imko shida kubwa sana hapa. In the recent years, mvua imekuwa ikinyesha na maboma zetu zimekuwa flooded. Each and every rain, kama jana imenyesha tu, mvua ni jana tu imenyesha, na kila boma hapa watu wanaanza kuhama. Sababu mvua kama ukiingia kwako inafika juu ya magoti maji. Wengine wetu tuna watoto wadogo wanaenda shule, sasa inakuwa shida kubwa. Mzee amesema shida ni maji uko juu Quickmart, na pale Kona Mbaya maji yote ilikuwa diverted ikaletwa huku. Alafu hapa kuna mahali inaitwa Baraka, badala hiyo maji iende ishukishwe chini, iende at least sewage na ingine ikue split, yote ililetwa hii side. So tungeuliza serikali at least, and then of course yes, barabara ni maendeleo, lakini hata kama hii barabara imejengwa, contractor mwenye amejenga haja consider any drainage system. Amekuja amejenga, amejaza kwenye kulikuwa kali.
Hapa kunaitwa Ruai Gitwamba, karibu na sewage. Shida hii maji tumekuwa naye miaka yote, miaka nenda miaka rudi. Tukijaribu kuita wakubwa wetu, ma MCA, ma MP, hakuna mtu nakaribia hapa. Hii maji inatokea huko pale kunaitwa Gitongori na Utawara, yote imekuwa imerogeshwa pande hii, na hiyo ndio shida sana. Unaona kama hapa kunaitwa Quickmart, kuna maji imeregeshwa pande hii. Hapa unaita Kona Mbaya, yote tano yote maji elekea pande hii. Maji yote ya Githunguri na
barabara ni kitu mzuri, lakini sasa hii barabara ilijengwa na hawakutengeneza drainage. So the thing tunyenye tuna request, just open these drainages ndio hii maji iweze kuenda. Mtafutie barabara maji. Sasa hii mama kwa nyumba, mama ni mzee ako 90 years old. Hatuwezi pata mahali pa kumpeleka because tunampeleka wapi? So mkuje mfungue tu hii maji, because sasa hata leo kukinyesha tu mara moja ni hivyo, hatutakuwa na mahali pa kulala. Na sasa tutashinda kuongelea. Last year tulihama, tukatoka huku tukaenda kukomboa nyumba na huko vitu zikaharibika, kila kitu ikaharibika. Ni pesa ngapi tutaendelea kutumia juu ya hii maji? Tumeongelelea hii maneno, request the officials wafanye the necessary, they are not doing it. So sasa hii mtu ametoka kazi, uwezi ingia hata kwa nyumba yote imejaa maji. Kesho mtu anaenda kazi aje? Watoto wako hapo, watoto hata watalala wapi? Utapika aje? Hakuna kitu yenye imeacha. Maji ikibeba inabeba kila kitu, nguo zote, electronics, viti, furniture, kila kitu.
All right, the government has issued a stern warning to private hospitals threatening to take action against those refusing to provide outpatient services as required by law. The Ministry of Health has emphasized the importance of complying with the regulations to ensure accessible primary health care as outlined in the Social Health Insurance Program. Speaking during the handover of digitization devices for the implementation of the Taifa Care Program in Embu County, Health Principal Secretary Harry Kemtai stated that private hospitals failing to offer outpatient services could face penalties, including the non-renewal of their operating licenses.
And then it will be this Friday. So I think that is going on well as per the President Directive, and as also the plans of the government to clear all the pending bills. We do acknowledge that we have these pending bills, but these pending bills also dates back to 2016. And some of these facilities were very comfortable. They were comfortable. They did not see the need. When the government came with these reforms is when they have woken up and realized, oh, give us our money, you owe us this much. Surely, where were they since 2016? Why do you protest? Why do you stop service? Yet you knew very well that you had, the NHIF had your outstanding bill since 2016. We've called them for negotiations, we've called them for engagement that show us, prove to us that these are indeed true. So we are ready to pay. But they should not blackmail the government. They should not blackmail citizens by stopping offering of services. If they continue like this, it is obvious. They are also subject to renewal of license. So if you are not compliant, we also say, okay, fine. You offer service. You don't want to offer service to Kenyan in accordance with the Kenyan constitution, in the Kenyan laws, then close shop. That's not the right business that you are supposed to do. So we believe that working together as stakeholders is going to solve our problems. Digitization is the way to go. It's going to solve a lot of our problems. Claims that cannot be understood will come out clearly. Right now, we've just shown them how much claims that they are processed. The number, we are not just talking about claims. We are talking about how many people are served in this county. We can easily pull out in each and every facility. So it's not just this county. In fact, the Excellency Governor was shocked at some of the facilities whom they deemed to be offering service, but when you look at the records, it's nowhere. So where does this money go? Could somebody be offering services and pocketing that money?
All right, moving on. Kakamega County Women Representative Elsie Muhanda has called on the government to implement the National Dialogue Committee, that is NADCO report, which proposes the establishment of an official opposition leader's office aimed at promoting political stability and national reconciliation. Speaking at paper grounds in Lugari constituency during the distribution of farm inputs to local farmers, Muhanda emphasized that the creation of the opposition leader's office would help ease political tensions and enhance unity across the country. She noted that fostering national dialogue is key to ensuring long-term peace and cooperation among all political stakeholders.
Kwa ajili ya hiyo kuungana, pia tumesema mara mingi tunataka IEBC kuje, tunataka mambo ya NADCO report. Na kwa hiyo kwa ungana, tumesema ya kwamba baada ya kura tunapatanga watu wako na baada ya kura tunakuanga na wale wako na huzuni. Shikabeta kario? Yes. Lakini sisi tunataka ya kwamba tukue na leader ya opposition akae kwa bunge. Hey. Ndio sisi tukiwa na wale wenye hawakupata pia wasikie joto. Kenya ni yetu wote. Yes. Ama namna gani? Kenya ni yetu wote, na Kenya ni kubwa kushinda mshindi peke yake. Tunataka wale wako kwa upinzani na wale wenye wako kwa serikali tusikie joto ya serikali. Ndio mimi naunga NADCO report itekelezwe haraka iwezekanavyo.
All right, Mombasa Catholic Archbishop Martin Kivuva Musonde has called on the Kenya Kwanza government to prioritize the well-being of Kenyans and provide decisive leadership that will steer the nation towards progress. Speaking at a funeral service in Kagondo, Machakos County, Archbishop Kivuva likened Kenya's current state of ship adrift, having a promising beginnings but making the little progress in recent years. The Archbishop expressed concerns over the several critical issues facing the country, particularly the delay in reforming the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, that is the IEBC. He also raised alarms over the struggling health sector, specifically the challenges faced by the State Department of Health, that is SHA, and the ongoing difficulties within the education sector.
Mambo ya nchi yetu sote tunajua kwamba hali mashua haijatulia, kwamba mambo fulani yanaweza kuonekana naenda vizuri kuanzia IEBC. Kuna mpangilio wa kuiunda, hiyo ni hatua nzuri, twashukuru. Kuna mambo mengi bado ambayo tunayatazamia yakamilike, kwa mfano haya mambo ya SHA, haya mambo ya elimu, haya mambo ya kwa ujumla kitengo cha afya. Watu wanateseka mahospitalini bado. Ninapenda niseme pia katika nchi yetu kuna mifumo mbalimbali ya vyama. Sasa tunaona vyama vikiungana, vikisambaritana, vikiunganika tena. So mwananchi, tega macho, tega masikio. Lakini kumbuka, lazima tuangalie uongozi unaoleta uwiano, upendo na kurudisha nchi yetu katika hali ya kushirikiana. Hatutaweza kushinda kwa kupigana au kupora mali. Juzi kama maaskofu tumeongelea mambo mengi, hasa kuhusu haya ya afya, mambo ya kitengo ambacho ni cha finance. Hela kunaonekana zina tembea mkono huu mkono ule, mwishoni za mwacha mwananchi hayawani, hajatepata faida yake. So kama maaskofu wetu Katoliki na kawaida tunavyozungumza, sisi twapenda jambo linalozungumziwa ni serikali liwe laweza kufanya kazi. Kama ni SHA ifanye kazi. Kama ni jambo la elimu iwe pia imetengewa hela inahitajika ili kitengo kile kiweze kujiendelesha bila kuwa na wasiwasi, watoto kurudi nyumbani, walimu kugoma. So licha hivyo tu, pia sisi ambao tunalenga mambo ya imani na dini, tuendelee kusukuma nchi yetu kusonga mbele katika hatari ambazo tunaziona. Watu kuporwa, watu kunyongwa, watu ujambazi wa barabarani. Hatujui watoka wapi, lakini inaonekana hali hii itaweza kuleta hali mbaya tusipoichunga, kwa sababu tumeona barabara ya kuelekea Thika, magari yanaporwa, watu wanaporwa. Ni nani anayeunganisha vijana hawa?
Alright, moving on. Police in Likuyani, Kakamega County are searching for a man suspected of murdering his girlfriend and leaving her body in a lodging room in Nangili Market. The body of the middle-aged woman was discovered early Monday morning in the lodging, while the suspect was reportedly missing. According to local residents led by Kennedy Sirengo and Godfrey Uhuru, the deceased entered the lodging late Sunday night with a man believed to be her boyfriend. However, her body was found inside the room the following morning with the man nowhere to be found.
Sisi tumeamka asubuhi, tumepigwa na butwaa kupata msichana mdogo sana amekufa kwa baa inaitwa Spice. Na hii kitendo sio mara ya kwanza. Imefanyika hapo, hii ni mara ya 4. Watu wamekuwa kikufa hapo ndani na mambo yananyamaziwa tu. Sasa ni afadhali watoto wasichana watetewe wapate haki. Wamekuwa kikufa tu kiolela vibaya.
Tunaomba haki ya wanawake. Kwa sababu Nangili hapa uwaji ndio hii imezidi. Alafu rapist imezidi. Plus uwizi imezidi. Serikali jameni mtusaidie. Sisi kama wamama tutafanyaje? Sisi wenyewe ni viumbe vidhaifu.
Tumeamka asubuhi na tumepata piko, tunashangaa msichana wetu Betty amekuwa kwa rumu na hatujui ni chochote ambacho ni nini ilifanyika na mwenye alikuwa na yeye. Huenda mambo ilifanyika kwa hiyo room. Jua Spice kuna CCTV. Tafadhali mfuatilie muone ni nini itafanyika.
Hii pa yenye inaitwa hii Spice ama Rubis. Ndugu yangu alikufia hapo radhi, tukampata amekufia pale. Na machungu inaniuma. Leo tumeamka asubuhi tumempata msichana mwanadada yetu mama Betty. Alafu mwisho wanataka kuficha witness. Mtasatolea ate mwili nyuma. Hiyo kitu inatuuma hapa kama wana Nangili.
Mambo ambayo imetokea katika hii soko yetu ya Nangili imekuwa ni mambo ya uchungu, kwa sababu mtoto mwenye amepatikana amefariki ni mtoto wetu wa hii soko ya Nangili, tunamjua. Kwa hivyo tunaomba tafadhali, kitendo ambayo inafanyika katika hii soko si kitendo mzuri, kitendo kiovu, kichafu.
Alright, from Kakamega County, we head to Siaya County, and Siaya Governor James Orengo has issued a 10-day ultimatum to the Lake Agro Limited to engage with the public and resolve the ongoing disputes regarding the management of Fiala Swamp. Orengo condemned the recent decision by the national government to grant the foreign investor a 66-year lease for the wetland, arguing that such agreements must be made with public consultation and consent. Speaking at a community meeting in Msunguru grounds at Lagos Songa constituency, Governor Orengo emphasized that the law is clear. When rights over community land are granted, the local population must be involved in the process. He called on Lake Agro Limited to meet with the community and the Siaya County governments to discuss the issue. Orengo warned that if this demand is not met within the next 10 days, they will not allow the company to continue transporting sugarcane from the swamp.
the Constitution of Kenya, talked about community land. And community land is community land. When you are giving somebody a right over community land, the community must be informed and they must give their consent. However powerful you are, community land is community land. And in modern Kenya, we cannot have somebody taking community land for 66 years. That is obscene, that is a disgrace. And in the whole of Siaya, there is no land which is as valuable as this land. And now, the investor has more right than the community. That is a situation we cannot allow. It's not that we are against investment, but it's a situation we cannot allow. The general law is that investment into agriculture, the period maximum that is recommended is 25 years. And this one is for 66 years. And now, you cannot have one individual having the whole of Dominion land. And in the whole of that Dominion land, there's nothing he has done since he came. Even a brick, he has not added a brick in what was happening in Dominion. Then he is given another block 7, another piece of land. There he has done nothing, zero work done. Then he is given another block 8, thousands and thousands of acres. Thousands, not 2 acres, 3 acres. And if you translate the money he has paid as rent and premium for this land, is worth like paying 10 shillings per month for this land. 10 shillings per month. Because it is for 66 years. So it cannot work. That would be a wrong investment for the people of Kadengo. So I ask the people here in unison, tunasema mchana mhanga ya kwamba hii ardhi ni ya jamii.
Alright, it is exactly 20 minutes past the top of the hour. That note, we take a short commercial break here at EBN News. That one will be back with much more. To work closely with the government to combat the entry of illicit goods and streamline the payments of custom duties to the Kenya Revenue Authority. Frederick Olo was unanimously elected as the new national chairman of the KIFWA, succeeding Roy Mwandi, who led the association for 5 years. Olo leadership marks a new phase of KIFWA, which represents over 2,000 members, primarily clearing agents who play a vital role in cargo movement in and out of Kenya. No cargo can leave the country's commercial ports without the involvement of these agents.
As we all know that the members who represent the customs clearing agents play a very, very critical role in this sector. Number one, we ensure that we cooperate and collaborate with the government to ensure that all our borders are safe from illicit and illegitimate goods. We ensure the safety of our borders, and we also facilitate payment of customs duty. I'm very much happy to say that the members we represent in the last financial year that was released by the Kenya Revenue Authority on the revenue, the Department of Customs and Border Control, where we are domiciled, collected 794 billion Kenya shillings. Were it not for the support for these members, I think some of those we could not have achieved. If we have the unsung heroes or unnoticed heroes, the customs clearing agents whom we represent, and I want to assure you, together with my team here, is that we shall ensure that we collaborate with the government. We want to ensure that we at least convince the government and to ensure that the members that we represent can be incorporated in the respective various boards of the 45 partner government agencies that we deal with directly in cargo clearance. Secondly, there is a very critical issue that the chair has said, the Kenya Customs Agents and Freight Forwarders Bill. It is very, very much inappropriate that people or a team of 1,200 members bestowed with the collection and facilitation of collection of over 790 billion do not have a statute to govern them. As KIFO, we have done our part through the able leadership of my national chair, Mr. Roy Mwandhi. We have a bill that is in place, the Kenya Customs Agents and Freight Forwarders Management Bill, that is just due and waiting for the enactment. I know this team that you see here, we shall join it together, knocking at various government doors.
Together under one roof and actually change the world. Oh, you become part of the HQ House, go to hq-house.com, and that has all the membership information for our club in DC and our club here in Kenya as well. Yeah, and I think it kind of goes back to what Omari said. We're all about providing exposure and opportunity. And so how can we, through our membership club, provide people with a sense of possibility? And how can we be in conduits of connectivity between the United States, specifically Black Americans in the United States, and connect them to the continent and ultimately drive change and impact? And so we believe anything is possible, but you have to have knowledge and you have to have the ability of people to actually help you engage. And so that's our main core mission.
I feel like I'm home. My brother John Burns is a long cry from Washington, D.C., a long smile from Washington, D.C. And to have HQ in D.C. and now to have it here, it feels nice to be able to bring you guys his headquarters. In D.C., John and Mike, his brother, have created a privatized event space, a place where people can bring all of their dreams. They can bring their love. They can lead with love when they're inside.
All right, let's get sporty now. And more than 30 schools in Trans Nzoia County gathered at a local school for a regional chess competition, with the top winners set to advance to the national championships in Mangu School next month. According to Paul Eseme, the head teacher of Kitale School and the coordinator of the event, chess plays a key role in developing students' intellectual abilities. He noted that the game helps sharpen students' minds, teaching them valuable skills at a young age that they are applicable both academically and personally. Rodaus Olisa, the secretary of the chess event, mentioned that the competition has seen tremendous participation with over 700 students taking part. The widespread interest in the game demonstrates the growing enthusiasm for chess in the country as students continue to engage in activities that help improve their cognitive skills.
Tumewaalika kuja hapa kama njia ya kuweza kujiunga katika mashindano ya kitaifa yatakayofanyika Aprili pale Mangu. Kwa hivyo wanafunzi wowote ambao watapata alama 2 ama zaidi, basi wataweza kushinda kwenda katika hafla hiyo ya kitaifa.
Children who play chess are more, their concentration level is high, and their calculation level also goes up, because when you come to chess, just before you make a move, you have to calculate this move I'm making, where it is ending to, what is my opponent going to play next.
With all categories from under 7 to under 15, they are proceeding to the nationals in Mangu. In April, we are ready as parents to support them, and we know they'll bring the trophy back to Trans Nzoia. They'll bring the trophy back to us.
Alright, it is exactly 31 minutes past the top of the hour. That note, we wrap up our bulletin here at EBN News at 1. More news will come your way in our subsequent bulletins at 4, 7, and 9 p.m. My name is Macharia signing off. Do have yourself a good afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your viewing, and as always, let's meet again when God says we do.